what it takes for 99. And we all know on this show, with this segment, we give you an expensive take, okay? This is not paying for your buck. This is a very expensive take for a cheap price of 99, where we give you a take in all the sports that we have currently flowing in our brains right now. And because I would love to do the honors and kick us off right now, because we talked about a lot today. We talked about a lot of quarterback play and all that. And let's be clear. We know that NFL MVP is really the most valuable quarterback award. Okay, that has been evident for a long time now. And if you look at the latest FanDuel odds that came out this week, okay, to win the MVP, all you see is quarterbacks. Brock Purdy, despite him having another threat to win the award in CMC, somehow Brock Purdy is the lead, right? Okay, cool. Debo went off last week. Somehow Brock Purdy is in the lead. They didn't have Debo for that 3-game stretch that they lost, but somehow Brock Purdy's number one. Okay, fine. You got Brock Purdy. You got Jalen Hurts. That was last week's number one, right? Then before that, it was Lamar Jackson, number one. Then it was Joe Burrow. He was the most bet player to win the award. Then Stroud was getting some love. Folks, if we are constantly changing quarterbacks and we shuffling quarterbacks at number one, maybe the NFL MVP is not a quarterback. Have y'all sat down and thought about that? If you haven't had a quarterback with a long body of work where you say, yes, this is the guy that has been the MVP all year, maybe it's not a quarterback. Maybe it's a guy like Tyreek Hill, who I'm clearly, ever since he was traded for, Tua Tagovailoa went from being, should he be the guy next year, to being a quarterback in the MVP discussion. Because now he's in the MVP discussion with the most explosive offense in the NFL. We talk about offenses around the league and it not being explosive, but clearly the most explosive offense in the league is a team led by Tyreek Hill. And it's funny because the Chiefs, who don't have a deep passing game, everything is short. When he was on that team, they had the most explosive offense in the league. You don't see a correlation. You don't see that everybody's waking up to see where Tyreek Hill is. You know, even when he was on a team with Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, the player that defenses will focus on first was Tyreek Hill. And now he's with Tua. You think we concerned about Tua and his spaghetti arm? Okay, no funny. I mean, he making throws. Don't get me wrong, but come on, like, no, it's Tyreek Hill. Another thing too, right? Because we talk about a guy like, Tyreek Hill. Let's stay with him. 2,000 yards. Right now, he's on pace for that. Something that hasn't been done, right? It hasn't been done before. Calvin Johnson was the last guy to get close. Now Tyreek Hill is about to do that, right? Think about the quarterbacks real quickly here. The Chiefs are winning games with their defense. They're not winning games with their offense. How the hell is Patrick Mahomes head of Tyreek Hill in the MVP odds when they winning games with their defense? Mainly. I don't get it. CMC was traded for. It gave the 49ers another spark ever since they made that trade. They play with a lot more swagger. But yet, Brock Purdy is in the lead when CMC is out here as explosive as ever. The yak, the yards have to catch what he can do on the field. And Brock Purdy is the MVP frontrunner right now. Now we got to stop it, okay? He went from Mr. Irrelevant to being relevant. Why? Because he landed in Kyle Shanahan's system. Don't get me wrong. He's a good quarterback. He's making the right plays. He's winning games. That's most important. But he is not the MVP frontrunner, folks. It's time that we find value in other areas of the game because it takes a team to tango. It takes a dancing partner to tango. You don't tango by yourself. It's not only a quarterback-driven league. Yeah, it's a quarterback-driven league, but it's not only quarterbacks that's out here winning games this year, and that should be evident with the league this year based on what we've been talking about for the last couple of weeks on this very damn show. The MVP is either Tyreek Hill or CMC, and that's my take for 99 cents.
It's a great take. Tyreek Hill right now seems like he should be the MVP. It's have a lot to do with that deep threat. And even when he's not catching the football, he's a threat that opens up the entire offense. You have to double this dude over the top at all times. As soon as you don't double him over the top, that's 6. It's just that simple.
The Commanders played man coverage against this dude and got 8. Like, how don't you know?
Yeah, you gotta play
man coverage against Tyreek Hill.
You can't play man coverage on him. And you gotta have a dude over the top. He's taking 2 players all the time. He's the reason why Miami's explosive. He's the reason why Miami is winning. You take away Tyreek Hill, that's an average football team or a little below average. You put Tyreek Hill on that team, and that's a team that's a full threat to go to Super Bowl in the playoffs. It's an explosive team, an explosive offensive team, and Tyreek Hill is the reason why they're explosive. So it's a great take, and I agree. Right now, with all the quarterbacks playing musical chairs right now, Tyreek Hill is the only one that keep coming up as he should be MVP. He should be MVP.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
No,
even with these other quarterbacks, you had him in the conversation. Now he's not in the conversation no more. He's still in the conversation. Yeah. Now he should be ahead. He should be the front runner.
He's the most consistent. Absolutely. All right. And I want to throw this out there real quick before I get my take. The Eagles, they beat Miami, that explosive offense, but that's another story. Anyway, let's go to the basics. My take for 99 cent is respecting greatness, right? In all different facets. But everybody likes to respect greatness on their terms, right? My guy is greater than your guy, and I don't respect your guy greatness. Because my guy is doing it like this, and it's greater, so I can't respect that greatness. But we have to respect greatness no matter how it comes. Greatness is greatness. You ain't got to second guess greatness. When you see greatness, you're going to see it. And everybody going to know it's great. And if you don't know, when you notice something is great, you're going to see a split, a half a hate. Because that's what comes with great, okay? It's a half a hate. So that person will have a half of people just hating them. Because the other half will say that is great. And that's when you know you're watching great. LeBron James is great. Even though he's a split, where half people are like, oh, he's just not better than Jordan. Whoa, be easy. That don't mean he's not great. The man is great. Okay? What he's doing, we got to respect it. 21 seasons, still playing at a high level. Respect this man. Greatness. Okay? He is showing durability. Yeah, clear. It's not the same NBA. It's not 1999 anymore. I get it. They don't play 82 games. Michael Jordan did that. Some people might say, but Michael Jordan was greater because he played all 82. I respect that. But that ain't mean what LeBron James is doing is not great. What he's doing is great, and we got to respect it. What Kobe Bryant did, played 20 seasons, scored 60 points in his last game. It's great. We got to respect greatness just because it ain't coming your way with your guy. Support your guy. Respect, but don't disrespect greatness. Jordan playing all 82 9 times, 10 times, winning MVP of the league, MVP of the finals, scoring title, while playing all 82, defensive first team. That's great. Now, just because he didn't play 21 seasons, that don't mean he's not great. That's just ridiculous. That's just not making any sense. Okay, well, LeBron James did it at the age of 38. Look what LeBron James. But Jordan also was great, bro. And he displayed his greatness. Do not disrespect greatness just because it ain't your guy. Respect greatness in all forms and facets because these guys are great. We can debate who is greater, Michael Jordan, but LeBron James is great. And don't forget that. And that's my take for 99 cent.
No, that's a good take. I think a lot of people, and I try to be fair as possible. I know it may not seem like I'm fair. It may seem like I'm stuck on, Zoe 101. I have my way of looking at things and that's it, but it's not the case. I always try to be fair, and that's why sometimes I walk things back immediately after I say it because I'm like, I wasn't thinking about so-and-so and the dynamics. It happens in sports. We make mistakes. We win, we lose. There's debates I won, a lot of them, but there's debates I lost. You know what I'm saying as well? Yeah, I gotta be honest.
That's fair.
And when you talk about greatness, I think we also need to define what's great too. Because we talk about great and stop, because you don't think it's great, then you debate great. Now, what is great? And I think to me, great is winning. Great is winning a championship. That's what it is. And when you win a championship, you define that as great. When you win multiple, when you are the reason or the main reason, obviously it takes a team to tango. So we can't forget about the other guys, the bench guys, the depth guys, right?
I like that.
It takes a team to tango. But in the fourth quarter, when, everybody's looking at you like, yo, take me there, man. I'm scared. Fourth quarter, man. Bright lights. You got to be the one to go out there and get it. That's what great is. Kobe is great. LeBron is great. Tom Brady's great. Michael Jordan is great. I hate the hell out of Peyton Manning. With all due respect, I do. I do not like Peyton Manning. Not because I don't like him. I just hated the football player. I just hated him because Tom Brady's my guy. So anytime I'm like, Peyton Manning. All right, yo, even when I was in the moment of that, I used to try every trick in the book. I don't know about this guy Peyton Manning. I think a little bit overrated, maybe. Right. But at the end of the day, he retired. And I said to myself, you know what? I'm glad he retired. Man, when the Broncos won that championship, as much as I hated Peyton Manning, I said, you know what? I'm happy he won it. Why? Because he can go Get him out of here. Let Tom Brady continue to win championships because I'm tired of seeing Peyton Manning to get there. That's respect. As much as you can call that hate, that's actually respect. I was happy when he won the championship because I want him to get the hell out of here. Retire. Go on your donkey. Bye. Now, guess what? My guy Tom Brady could dominate the rest of these, mediocre cats out here. You know what I'm saying? Jordan and LeBron James. Jordan is great. He's the greatest. To me, he's the GOAT. But a lot of people, they get funny. They get angry. Oh, well, Jordan played in the era where it's not a lot of talent like right now. Guys are more skilled right now. But then you can flip that and be like, yo, guys are getting calls. You get to the free throw line. You can rack up points. We wasn't able to do that back then. You had to hand check. It was like a more physical game and all that. There's a lot of arguments. But guess what? That doesn't take away. Just because I think Jordan the GOAT doesn't mean I hate LeBron.
Right.
Or I'm a LeBron hater.
I was speaking more to today's fansmanship of the LeBron James. That's their problem. The minute you debate LeBron James, they go on and try to hate on other people's greatness. Well, oh my God. Listen, LeBron is great. Nobody debating that. That's dumb. But don't disrespect great because that's a problem. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's a problem.
I think Mahomes is great, but he ain't GOAT. he ain't GOAT. You know what I'm saying?
He's not even second. Not second or third. Like, he's not. Get him out of here.
I think that happens a lot in sports because a lot of people don't drink your Kool-Aid. That's the trick in the book with the media in general. When you don't align with what the media feels, that's when they start calling you names. Right. If for example, if I may have a controversial example, alert here. Oh, if I don't take the vaccine, I'm an anti-vaxxer. Nah, maybe I just don't want to take that.
Right. You know what? And that's fair. The fact that, listen, anybody that's calling Pat Mahomes the GOAT, I can't talk to you. There's no logic there.
There's no logic.
I don't even have him second or third. Like, he's so, let him play his career, bro. Get him out of here. Don't put him on the debate stage of GOAT. He can debate amongst the players today. He haven't risen above that yet. Okay? When he rises above everybody today, that's when I start putting him in some different category. He's still in the same category of everybody today. Joe Burrow's won 2 championships. We're going to be debating who's better. Like, what are we talking about? And Joe Burrow is young enough where he can reach that. Lamar Jackson can win 2 championships. We'll be debating this real quick. Like, Tom Brady elevated himself above everybody to then get put in a special category. That's how you get LeBron James elevated himself over everybody. He got put in a different category. That's how it happens. Everybody else debates amongst. Kevin Durant is debating amongst players right now. I'm not pitting him against Kobe or Mike. You kidding me? That's an insult.
In closing, that's why when you debate these type of topics, any topic regarding GOAT or rankings, those are very controversial. But we also have to realize that it's your opinion and nothing more than that, because
it is opinion.
Some people, especially the new generation, they wasn't there back in the old generation it's different watching highlights. It's different going on YouTube, watching NFL films or watching old NBA games or NBA TV or whatever. But it's another thing to live it. Right? Woo! And I think when you debate stuff like that, it's hard to do it. Like even with hip hop, some guys that did live back then don't even listen to music right now to even know who the GOAT is, because even though they're alive, they didn't, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, vice versa that. So that's why when you talk about debates and GOATs and rankings, let's be fair here. Chances are your list ain't right. Chances are my list ain't right. But we do it to have fun, to debate, and don't take it personal, because great is great, and we'll leave it at that.
Absolutely.
And ladies and gentlemen, great episode.
Please like and subscribe for all the up-to-date content. You've been slinging shows left and right, slinging content left and right. Please don't miss anything. If you do, like, subscribe, leave a comment, or leave a question, something you may want to answer, something you may have. All ideas are great ideas. Nothing's a dumb question.